Hello, we are live right now, and this is a spontaneous stream, let's say, where the last time we tried to get our hands on the Latios, it didn't really go this well, to be quite honest, and that was very annoying that it struggled itself to death 2 times. So what I did is take this or trade this one over. It's a Mr. Mime. And what it can do is it knows Trick. So I can give it a leper berry in the vain hope that maybe it will eat the leper berry and then not struggle itself. So I have at least a few more shots at going at this. Also knows Recycle, but Recycle fails if the Mr. Mime has the Soul Dew. This specific Latios usually holds a Soul Dew. So should you do or use Trick on it, it will have a Soul Dew, and then you can't recycle your used leper berry. It also knows Substitute, and it can pass on its stats and even the substitute and all that through Baton Pass. So that's I would say this Mr. Mime will make it easier for us. I hope so, because I did really try a lot. And this time I bought even more net balls. I have 99 here and 99 here, so let us hope that it will work this time. And I just... okay, weird. My Pokéfinder program isn't showing up properly in my OBS. I have no idea why. Sometimes I need to close it and open it again and it works, and sometimes it won't. Okay, should be gone now. Okay, no idea why it doesn't want to show up. But, let's continue anyway, shall we? I mean, we put the... as shiny square, star square, I don't care. And the... okay, it's kind of stupid that you can't see it right now. I opened Pokéfinder quite a few times and it just won't show up on OBS. No idea why that is happening right now, but... okay, so the frame delay is 431, because it's the Southern Island one. And I wanted the careful one. I did the calculations for the stats, and yeah, the careful one is better. Alright, then I'll put this in my Eontimer, and then I'll say let's start it all over again, and hopefully this time it will work. Still wondering about the program not showing up on OBS. That is so weird though. So yeah, as long as you don't click on the that piece of green rock, marble, whatever it is, you can go back and trade something over. That's no problem. The Latios is only flagged as seen or fought when you click on the rock, and even then I believe you can do runaway hunts using this. A runaway hunt is when you enter the battle and then you run away. You go out of the room that it appears in, which would be this, all around this here, and then you go back, and then you should click again, then a new battle should usually appear. And Arch is back at it again. Hi, how are you? Kryto Skywalker or Krito Skywalker, not sure. I remember you, Infinite Omniverse. You made that video about characters you wanted to punch in the face. Oh yeah, I did. It's been a few years since that, but my number one didn't really change, honestly. I'm glad I finally met with you. I hope Christmas was great for you. Yeah, I ate some really good dinner with my family. My sister made something really nice, and my mom as well. It was really good. I hope your Christmas was nice as well. And I'm not really completely done with, for those older viewers that are usually used to me uploading countdowns. It won't stop. Maybe I should fresh things up a little, because the countdown format, let's call it that, has been kind of watered down lately. And there's just so much content spam with really boring top 10s out there, and usually that also means that your content will just drown in a sea of spam AI generated countdown list, which I, as a human with a biological brain, I cannot put out as many videos as these. And it's a shame. The YouTube landscape certainly has changed a lot, but I mean, if I want to get back at it again, then I just need to change my ways, because that's just the way internet content creation works. Good, currently in a voice call with my BFF, playing a game with him. That's sweet. Have fun. For context, my most hated video game character is still Ricardo Belli from Haunting Ground. Oh yeah, okay. I hate that freaky person. There's a video in the works. I think I could make that one. It would be somewhat of a sequel to my top 10 hated game characters, but it wouldn't be limited to game characters. It would also include just basically any fictional character, and there are quite some fictional characters I hate even more than my number one pick for my video game countdown. Especially if you read a lot of sci-fi, then there's some fictional characters out there that are really, they're just... I mean, I think that video, if I do it, it will probably be a few hours long, because there are some really vile fictional characters out there. Right, let's see. Still not sure why the Pokéfinder isn't showing. Keep close and open it again, and it's not working. But, I mean, looks kind of stupid though, but still the rest is working. For those who haven't seen this time I traded this Mr. Mime over because it has a Lepa Berry and it can give the Latios the Lepa Berry, so should the Latios struggle again, maybe we will buy some time, at least 10. Oh, that did not register, let's try it again. Understandable. Also, Christmas was good too. Enjoyed resting and having fun with my family. That's great. I mean, the weather certainly wasn't Christmas-like. It was just a very faint rain, grey skies almost during the whole day. But other than that, I mean, the warmth of my family, that was what counted. Doing it again, but keep open and closing the programs in the vain hope that they will work the way they should work. No, I just open it and it just displays a very small, what is it, like a bar. No idea why it does that. Oh, you caught up with me, well. Yeah, I mean, last time that Latios just refused to stay in the ball. And this time I kept thinking to myself, I failed it. The first time I tried, I failed it 2 times. It struggled itself to death 2 times, so isn't there anything I can do? And I just immediately thought to myself, okay, wait. Mr. Mime learns quite some moves like Substitute. I can use that, and I could give it a Leper Berry. I mean, there's the infinite battle clause in higher gens where you also do something with Trick and Leper Berry and Recycle, and you can basically produce a endless battle that way. Obviously, it's banned in competitive play, of course, but I thought that maybe that strategy has helped me before in higher gens. I think Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 6, where I used that infinite Leper Berry thing to my advantage. And I haven't used that in Gen 3, so I'm going to try out my luck. Also, I was meant to ask if you know the animated series made by Rooster Teeth. It's called Ruby. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't watch it. I haven't watched it. I mean, if I tell you my knowledge of Ruby rests entirely on the H-Bomber guy video that he made. What was it? A 3-hour-long video critique of the series, but I mean, I am aware of it, and I didn't watch it though. I never watched it. I don't think I will pick up on it. Maybe it will become really good one day. Then again, my sole knowledge comes from that H-Bomber guy video. I know my husband, he's an animator, and he talked about that guy Monty a bit, the animator for Ruby. Unfortunately, he died while the show was in production. Well, he always told me how unique his fighting animation style is and how direct it is. Yeah, the series has 9 volumes. It's been going on since, what, 2007, 8, 9? We need shiny Rayquaza because now my shiny predictions will be inaccurate. Yeah. We need someone who will anti-jinx me. If I could call it that. But yeah, Arch, you suggested to me last time to try for the careful one, and I did the math. I compared the 2 Latios with the IVs, and I calculated the stats, and the careful one would be a more powerful one, so I'm going with that one. 2013? Yeah, I unfortunately forgot when it started. I think there's a Netflix sort of... Is it a sequel? Is it a remake? Is it a retelling of Ruby? But it was more about... her name is Schneeweiß. They keep saying Schnee in the show, but that's not the correct pronunciation of Schnee. For those who don't know, Schnee just means snow in German. But, I mean, I don't expect some American guys to immediately know the correct pronunciation of some European language they never used in their lives. So there's that. Before I started streaming, I was watching a stream I'm a Bliss is also currently streaming. He made some events, like self-programmed events, and you can inject these onto your games, which is really nice. I would also love to do that, but I'm not sure how that would work because he's doing it with e-readers, and e-readers have never been released in Europe, and since I'm European, I'm playing all of my cartridges are in the PAL format, the European format. So there was never any e-reader connectivity or support made for any European games, so I don't know if that would work. But that would be interesting to see. Yeah, Ruby Rose, Vice Schnee, Blake Belladonna, and Yang Xiaolong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're based on, as a concept, based on the Grim Tales, fairy tale-ish things. Blake is the Beast and the Beauty and the Beast, which I don't know what H-Bomber guy's problem with that is. I mean, I thought that was an interesting combination. Hopefully this time, if it will struggle, I could still... No, it won't struggle. I mean, it will eat the leper berry. I should be correct in that. And then it will have one attack. I'm not sure which one. Is it the one, maybe the one it will use next? Will have its PP filled up by at least 10. Given if the attack has 10 PP at all. And then I theoretically have 9 turns to switch and do the trick thing again. This time it should work, shouldn't struggle. Well, hopefully. Okay, that's not a... Let's see how long it will take this time. Thought I'd stream today since I didn't stream on Sunday, and usually I do stream on Sunday evening. Thought maybe that would be good to have a substitute day, let's say. And I'll see if I do a spontaneous stream tomorrow as well. Well, let me tell you that the series went into limbo. Volume 9's production was rocky because Rooster Teeth also made the Justice League crossovers. Oh, they did? With Ruby, since they are Warner Brothers property now. Oh yeah, true. Warner Brothers acquired the rights and all of Rooster Teeth, right? They bought Rooster Teeth. Forgot about that. So strange. I still remember when I was in high school, the machinima videos, and were just some dudes in their bedrooms making videos, and now Warner Brothers wanted to buy their assets. So there's volume 9 now and nothing more coming out? Is it just in production stall? That'd be a shame. I know sometimes when there's mergers like that, or a bigger firm acquires, buys up another one, that sometimes all the projects they had before the firm got bought up, the new firm will usually cancel them, or it happens quite often that they will cancel them. You can write them off as tax write-offs even, depending on the situation, and then it just never comes out. That is a shame if that happens. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Warner Brothers also cancelled tons of cartoons and other projects that they wanted to do. Yeah, they wanted to go corporate, yeah, well, that is what happens usually when a multi-billion-dollar company buys you. Bitten them in the butt, well, yeah. As Discovery acquired Rooster Teeth, then Discovery was acquired by Warner Brothers, and another rumor came that Paramount might merge with Warner Brothers. They're all merging and buying, and maybe it's going to end up at Disney anyway at the end of the day. I'm just not a fan of streaming services. I'm very old-fashioned when it comes to that. I prefer buying the DVD or the media and owning the file. Because it happened quite often to me, to friends, to family, that we wanted to watch something specific on a streaming platform, and just that month they took it down, or because it was Disney's property now, they took it off of Netflix and now it's on Disney Plus. But I don't really have the money right now to buy tons of subscriptions like that. That would be so expensive. I'd rather buy the DVD or the Blu-ray than I have it and I can watch it whenever I want. That's just me. There's pros and cons with everything, right? But I'm a very old-fashioned person when it comes to that. And I'm also somewhat of a media conservative. No, not. Somewhat like someone in a library. I want to have a collection of things. I want to preserve them. Yeah, it's very sad indeed. They also cancelled the next RTX, which foreshadows what RT might go broke. Oh. Yeah, that's a shame. I do wonder the way they bought Rooster Teeth. I mean, usually they buy because they project, the shareholders project a certain amount of profit, but I don't know, is Rooster Teeth this profitable now? It's a good question. Nope, doesn't want to show up correctly. Kind of wondering why James isn't here. Usually he's in every stream that I have. Well, every stream that I'm on, I guess. Well, the shiny didn't show up yet. Christmas almost over again, and now 2024 is right in front of our doors. Man, time flies. By the way, why are you doing some experiments? What do you mean? Like a scientific experiment? What time even is it at your guys' place? I mean, it is late where I am, but... Oh, that's not... Ah, no, I see that the Pokemon attacks you and if the game... And the game just restarts itself. Well, I'm doing that, since this is a RNG hunt. I have to soft reset at the exact same, and I really mean the exact same moment where this timer here goes to 0. If this counter reaches 0, I have to soft reset. You have to be correct at 1/60th of a second. A very, very small time frame. That's why they're literally called frames in game. Oh, so Kryto Skywalker, you're in the same time zone as I am, so my guess is you're from Europe? Or maybe someplace in Africa? Do you guys have school tomorrow? Hope not. I mean, school is important, I'm not saying that, but... I do hope that at least you get a week off. Oh, Hungary, I see, yeah, that's why. Never went there, always wanted to visit some places in Hungary. School's off for 2 weeks, that's great. So just like back when I was in high school, but I do know that some holidays can drastically be different in length. Some countries only get 1 week off during Christmas time, and others get 2 weeks off. So I always ask people, I never assume how long their vacation or how long their holiday lasts. So do you guys know already what you're going to do on New Year's Eve? Well, I'll only begin my work again on 2nd of January, which is next Tuesday. Well then, enjoy your free time until then. Hope you like your work. I'm currently looking for a job. Gotta say, it's great though that YouTube at least gives you some analytics, so you can somewhat guess and estimate when you should stream, so the most of your viewers will be online. That's good. Oh, a factory job. Oh, so already since 2020, that's quite some time. That's good. ...2020 started so great for me, and then after COVID, then it was just like the rest of you, isolated for way too long. Oh, that's a normal Latios. Not going to be doing much New Year's Eve. I got invited by friends. Nothing really to do, yeah. I mean, most people I know just pull some one-nighter and then that's it. Nothing really too special. I think I'll stream today. I'll stream until midnight. Well, midnight my time again. If it won't be caught today, then, like I said before, I'm thinking about maybe doing another spontaneous stream on tomorrow. There's still lots of shinies that are in store for these kinds of streams. I know for sure I'm going to upload some videos over the next few days, and that's good. What are they going to be about then? Still can't really believe that this is the last week of this year. I've been watching some Ruby related videos to tell you some spoilers. RT decided to make the most popular ship canonized, but in the most forced way ever. What was the most popular ship? Not up to date to any Ruby ships, so... Gaming, some animation, maybe some art. Cool. I know some ships have special names, but then again, that's just me drawing the only knowledge I have of Ruby from the H-Bomber Guy video. Blake and Yang. Oh, is that canon now? I know that red and yang would be wrong, because they're half sisters, right? Something akin to that roaming around my memory somewhere. Alright, let's get this timing correct, hopefully. Yes, a beautiful scene with good original soundtrack. Yeah, it was terribly executed and the dialogue was bad. Yeah, you can have great ideas, but if the execution is bad, then that doesn't really help you. Sometimes I get it right the first time, and sometimes it takes a while, but... Bumblebee, that's a funny name though, because black and yellow. So how's the weather like where you guys are? Really not at all Christmassy where I am. Got 8 degrees Celsius, which, I mean, I do dislike the cold, but for Christmas usually I have a really small amount of hope that maybe when I wake up on Christmas Day that there's going to be a nice snowed in garden and that nice cozy feeling, but none of that this year. I mean, the cozy feeling came from my family. They gave me that, but kind of missed the snow during Christmas. Remember when I was 7, 8 years old, we would always play in the snow, and that hasn't been a thing for a long time now. Green and warm barely felt like even December, yeah, so same like what I experienced basically. I mean, right now, today I saw the moon could be really well seen from where I live. As some of you may know, I'm an amateur astronomer, so that's always very nice. I always try to just see, can I see any constellations, or can I see the moon, certain stars tonight as I look up to the sky, but when it's way too cloudy you can't see anything. Because it's winter now, I always try to look for a certain star, Alpha Canis Majoris, or also called Sirius A. Usually I can spot it, but was a bit cloudy today. Although it looked really nice when I saw the full moon and the light came and broke through the clouds. But that gave me more of an Halloween feeling than a Christmas feeling. Moon's pretty bright today, at least from my perspective. We also recently had, not too long ago, we had northern lights in Europe. I mean, usually in northern Finland or northern Sweden, that wouldn't be so out of place. But in Central or Western Europe, seeing seeing that is quite rare. Let's hope this was correct. No. Too bad you can't get a puppet. You get a Regice. No, you don't get them in this game, but you get so many big dolls to have in your either in your room back in Pallet Root Town or your hidden base, but you don't get a Latias or Latios plush. That would be nice. And thank you for listening to some of my venting, Omniverse. I just had enough of the blind Ruby fans' constant arguments. Oh, I know. First, you're welcome, and second, I have been involved in some fandoms where at the end of the day you're just absolutely tired and full of the constant bickering and arguments. Do understand that. I don't know if the Ruby fandom is especially toxic. I know some fandoms are, let's say, more spicy than others, to put it lightly. Really interested to see if that strategy with the trick and Lepaberry, if that's going to help once we get the shiny, of course, but don't feel like seeing a shiny struggle again, even though theoretically speaking, of course, we have infinite tries. My friends are in quite a lot of toxic fandoms, and the moment I try to talk to them, they're always talking about the stupid stuff that goes on. Yeah, I'm just really not a drama person, and I'm very aloof when it comes to these things, and some became angry with me because they thought me being aloof just means me not caring. It's not that, it's just, I don't know, drama is not, I don't need that thing in my life. I just rather discuss something of substance. I mean, sometimes it's inevitable that drama comes, and sometimes I'm not involved actively in it, but you hear or you read about something and then you say, wow, that's insane, how can that be? But it feels like that's every day on the internet right now. Every day I read or hear about something where I just say, wow, that's insane. Well, one of the worst arguments I saw is that the Bumblebee ship was planned from the beginning of Ruby. Oh, I wouldn't know, right? But I don't think so. From what I know about Ruby, I don't think so, because usually you have foreshadowing, and the writer foreshadows certain things, and from what I've seen zero of any foreshadowing. So I assume it wasn't planned in advance. streaming. I've been streaming for 45 minutes and still no shiny. This Latios is trolling me hard. Kind of funny. I might also, for those of you that don't know or who have forgotten about the fact, I have a poll going on in my community tab, or where you can always vote for what you want to see next, and I will always pick the option that the most people have voted for. I'll try to keep it very democratic. And right now, I mean, Latios has won. But when I get that, maybe there will be a little surprise, it depends. Still not going to say what exactly that is, but when we're done with that, I'd say we go over to the Lugia and Ho-Oh, and that will be a double event, because they're the same, in the same cave, basically, in the game. I mean, I myself am pretty against shipping and things, but the moment I hear ranting on about how it was planned or some of the best couple, I go ballistic. Yeah, I'm not, I'm really different in that regard. When I compare myself to other women, they care about shipping much more than I do. Don't mind shipping or romances, but I have this criterion: make the romances good, make it natural. Yeah. Need to be a good writer to make it seem natural, to write it in a way that makes it come across as not satisfying but believable. Writing is a skill. It's not everyone can be a writer, and I don't mean just writing random letters, or writing random things. I really mean writing for a show, writing for a comic, for an anime, for a manga. It doesn't matter. It's harder than people think, or harder than some people give credit for. Because you can have, like I said before, you can have a great idea, but everyone has great ideas. Every single one of us. It's just the execution and resources that are often a factor that's very important. And there's just so many examples of great idea, but the execution is miserable. And then even a great idea can save you from that. I know some people that want to write something, start their own comic, their own short story, whatever, any sort of media thing they want to create, but some don't like hearing that, but that is just the truth. I believe you when you say you have great ideas, but you also need great execution. That's just a fact. Please? No? That Groudon, that isn't a Groudon. My brother thought that was very funny. I've wanted to write stories for a long time, but I can't come up with any good ideas. Oh yeah, sometimes that happens to the best. It's just a writer's block. Some people are really good at execution and not good at coming up with ideas. And if a person like that works together with another person that's good at coming up with ideas, but doesn't maybe know the exact fitting execution, if these people can work together, then usually a good synergy forms. I also am considering writing something. I made yeah, I made so much did so much research on how to write. I attended things by authors. It's more complex than people give it credit. I have a book somewhere I made in the 4th or 5th grade of me and my friends of some adventures. I did that too as a exact same grade. As a child, I mean today still, but I always like creative writing, and usually those were also I usually got very good to excellent grades when it came to free or creative writing. Speaking of Rooster Teeth, the latest controversy they got themselves into I know about is them changing their own policy. The company can use fanarts and fanworks as their own without crediting authors. Can they do that? Are they allowed to do that legally? Not 100% sure. After all, I'm not legal eagle, but I'm not sure if that is 100% legal. Press X to doubt, and I'm doubting it pretty hard right now. At least I would not just do that. I'm currently thinking about whether or not Rooster Teeth just did that. I know of other firms, for example the RNG Comics. I know there has been some extremely long legal battle going on between them and what's his name called again? The guy who wrote those somewhat bizarre Sonic comics. Something Penders, I think. I think Penders was his family name. And he also won some cases because they just messed up and couldn't find his original contract, which I just can't believe that a firm would be this callous, or that they wouldn't save or keep the contracts. It's the first time I've ever heard that happen. So maybe Rooster Teeth did something akin to that. They just said, we're going to do that, and legally they're technically not allowed. Or maybe it will have repercussions that they weren't thinking of when they decided to do that. My god, does that seem brutal? Well, yeah. And it shows how desperate Rooster Teeth is for some quick bucks. And I'm desperate for shiny. And there it is. Very good. Here we go. Okay, this time hopefully... Yeah, you can go ahead and heal yourself even though you have full HP. Use a quick yawn. And then I switch into Voyager 1 and I stat up. Luster Purge. Don't give me a drop, please. Don't. Shiny Latios as soon as I quit gaming for a bit. Woo-wee! How can you tell it's shiny? Well, the normal Latios is blue. Has a red triangle on its chest and also red eyes. And the shiny is teal. And has a orange triangle on its chest, or his chest, and orange eyes. And also I find the other main... like the neck and ears part of the body, normal Latios is more dark grey, and this one is more silver, white, pearlish. And also, if you didn't see or you didn't catch the animation, when a shiny Pokemon enters the battle, it sparkles. That's why they're called shiny, because you see a sparkle. Okay, let's do another double team. Hey, no problem, Krito or Kryto, however you pronounce it, Skywaker. I mean, James also never, he's here in our streams quite often, and he never grew up with Pokemon. And generally speaking, I just really don't like it when a community or a YouTuber is, how do I say it, gatekeeping. I don't expect my viewers to know every single thing about Pokemon or anything I am doing a stream or video of, basically. Okay, let's trick. Okay, I have the Soldew now, and Latios has the Lepaberry. Were the shiny Pokemon called Shining before? I think in the card game, but honestly, I never played the card game, the trading card game, so I just remember that someone had a red Gyarados card, and it said Shining Gyarados. That much is true, yeah, that I remember. Okay, let's go to sleep. Would be pretty funny if I fail it again, even though I have, even though I gave it a Lepaberry and I have 99 more net balls this time, but I think, mathematically speaking, I should get it this time. I did, after I failed it 2 times, I did calculate the odds, and turns out I did get very unlucky 2 times. But that's just RNG. I may manipulate it so it can become a shiny, or that it spawns a shiny, but that doesn't mean that I get lucky with every attack and every roll of the dice when it comes to calculating will it stay in the ball or not. And now let's throw the first ball and see how it goes. Also a good thing that the substitute can be transferred. That's also very good to know and practical. On the topic of shinies, the most I've got in one game by myself is 2. I was born in 1994 and I played the Pokemon games since they came out in Europe, which was 1998 and 1999. And I've been playing the series uninterrupted since today, and my first shiny was in Pearl, Pokemon Pearl, so the 4th generation, even though I've been playing it for hundreds and hundreds of hours before. It's pure luck. Pokemon Legends Arceus and then my Y saved. That's cool. Well, Legends of Arceus or Arceus shiny. Which one is it? Is it one of the Hisuian ones? Because that would be really nice. Trying to hunt for Dratini, nice. Very pink. Love pink shinies. Got a shiny Basculin, and yet I hatched a shiny Dratini on the bus back from a school trip. Reminds me of my nephew accidentally breeding a shiny Litwick. That was funny. Didn't want a Litwick. I think he wanted to breed something else. And he mistakenly put the Chandelure in the... and then with the Ditto, and I mean... bees and the birds, and then he had an egg, and that egg was a shiny. So we have to weak the Pokemon enough to make it catchable. Yeah, the gist of that is there's a very specific formula the game uses. You don't need to understand the mathematical formula, but what you need to understand is the health bar needs to be as low as possible. If the health bar reaches 0, then the battle ends, and that's not good, because then the Latios, the Pokemon, will flee, and then the battle is over and can't catch it. So I need to keep it as low of HP as possible, which is achievable by using the move False Swipe, which you could read here as Trugschlag. I'm playing in German, so that's why it says Trugschlag. And that's basically an attack that always guarantees to leave 1 HP left, which is great if you want to catch a Pokemon. And the second thing is, I'm trying to keep it from... I mean, you need to give it a status condition, which is either sleep or if they're frozen, which is hard to do and very unreliable. Then there's also burn, which I don't want to do because burn always subtracts a certain amount of HP every turn, which means I couldn't use False Swipe. And there's also poison, which does the same, and I also can't use that because it's risky. So the only status conditions I can really use is paralysis, which I'm not really too much of a fan of. And sleep is, in my opinion, the best one. Yeah, it's basically, it's the odds, but your odds are much, much better if the lower the health is. Especially if you're catching something like this. Because this is a Latios, a legendary Pokemon. And they usually have very, very low catch rates. For example, the very first... Well, I mean, spawn is... It sounds like I'm talking about another game, but... Usually the early enemies that you see, the early Pokemon you see in the game, have a catch rate of over 200. So you can usually just chug a Pokeball, add it, don't even need to give it a condition or lower its health, and you can catch it. But when you have a legendary like this one, they have a catch rate of 3, which is nothing. Not nothing, but it's really hard. Okay, so my substitute broke, which isn't too much of a problem. We're still at it. Oh, and I might tell you this. This is on not on emulator. This is on actual retail. I'm playing on a GameCube, and this is my childhood copy of Emerald. No, we're going back to sleep again. Keep thinking, I don't know if it will use, I should use a animation if, should it consume the leper berry. At least I believe so. Ooh, don't click flee. That would be a stupid fail, just to flee by misclicking. I mean, there's enough YouTube videos about with compilations of that stuff. Right. One more turn. Let's see. Should use the animation if consuming a berry. Yeah, it should. It should. Because if it does and I catch it, then I mean not catch it as in the ball catches it, but I see the animation, I catch the animation, then I could switch back to my Mr. Mime and do the trick thing again. That should work. Then Latios has the Soul Dew again. And I can use Recycle. I'll have the Leper Berry again. I can try again. Should work. Yeah, go ahead, use Dragon Dance, I don't care. Really tough Latios. Already used about 20 net balls. And you woke up again, that's not good. And you missed, that is good. You go to bed again. Good night. Come on, let this be it. Aww. Jinxed myself. Yeah, this is also quite problematic that this Pokemon can heal itself. If I'm not mistaken, the Southern Island Latias can use Refresh, so you have to put it asleep or else it will always heal herself. She will always heal herself using Refresh, so Paralysis and all the others are pointless. And then I need to replenish the PP of Rosina. Sorry, internet went off temporarily. Hey, no problem, I mean, if you don't want to watch anymore, you go. I don't force my viewers to do anything. I know oh yeah, I need to replenish PP. Luster Perch only has 5 PP. There we go. Does quite a good deal of damage, honestly. A good chunk of my health. I know Smeargle doesn't have the best stats, and this is a boosted Latios. I mean, speed boosted to be fair, but I'm here gaming, getting some laugh and giggles out of my friends. Cherish those moments. Those are precious memories you will always look back on later. Oh? I think... Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright, there it is. It used the animation for the... I used the leper berry thing. Okay. Use yawn again. And then I'll start the baton pass cycle all over again. At least I hope it does work as I intended it to. You're asleep, good. Alright. So it can use Lost Up Purge 5 times again. Let's throw in a Swords Dance for good measure. Please no stat drop. And the speed boost is always good. Right. Let's see if it works like I thought it would. Or it will. Should resist this enough. Yeah. Alright, no special drop. Okay, you have your item back. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself. When I use recycle now, I should get the leper berry back. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, I don't. Huh, okay, interesting. I don't. Okay, that's good to know, though. Anyways, this is usually the time I'm leaving as I slowly prepare for the sleep or just prepare for some night gaming. Good night, Omniverse. Hopefully I see you next time. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I also wish you a good night. Can't believe that doesn't work, though. Ooh, that's a that's what you get usually, I mean... It is good to know, right? But it's good to know that this doesn't work like it does in the newer generations. It's good to try out. At least I can stall it a bit. But it is quite a problem that it filled the PP of... Oh, it's faster than me. No, that's not good. It replenished the PP of Lost Up Purge, which isn't as good. I'm here by myself in live chat now. What should we talk about? Whatever you want to talk about. I mean, I do see that there seem to be more people here, but maybe I do have some silent watchers. Kinda bummed out that the leper berry thing doesn't work. Like it does in the newer games. I did expect it to not work the same though, but at least I mean, I can stall it out at least a bit. You're outspeeding me now, that is kind of annoying. If you ever wanted to tell a streamer something in particular, I mean, now's the time, I guess. Nope. Immediately broke out. And you woke up in your dragon dance. Good thing I am... Yeah, good thing I have the substitute up. So... I will fade now, of course. Hopefully. Okay, I'm down to 60 now. 59. What a stubborn Pokemon, wow. Keeps teasing me with, 3 shakes, wow. But the last one doesn't work. You think it's gonna struggle regardless if I did the trick or not? I mean, I don't care either way, I will try until I get this teal dragon, but... do this in grain so I don't have to hear this beeping sound all day. Still has different or other plans from being in a netball. Even though you'd look so good in a netball, believe me. Not even one wiggle. I imagine we'll catch the Latios. Sorry if I don't talk for a bit, searching for a boss with my friend. Hey, no problem. Sometimes I'm also a very, let's say, inactive or silent watcher. Silent viewer. Ooh, that was close. But I don't want to speed you if you... Ah, good. It's not as smooth, then it won't hurt me. Still looking for a nickname for the Latios. Can't think of a good one. At least not for the moment. For the time being. was also very adamant about catching the original Latios that was roaming on my emerald. I was really adamant about catching it in a Premier Ball because the color matches. And I did. It took a long time, but that's what you have to deal with when you want the... It's just really nice if the Pokeball is matching. If I were to hunt Latios in Generation 4, the shiny, I think I would use a fastball though. I'm now realizing that maybe letting him keep the Soldew wasn't the best idea. Yeah, go ahead, do Dragon Dance. Looks almost mint colored in this sprite. Still not. I wonder if I'm if I'll be able to catch the shiny Rayquaza that I'm inevitably going to be hunting in Ruby in the future. If I will be able to catch that one in a luxury ball. It's also a pretty hard battle. Or, I mean, having a level 70 Sky God that can attack you at every turn isn't really my idea of the easiest one to catch. Okay, so Luster Purge again. No drop, please. Oh no. Oh well. Let this be the one, please. That definitely is, I think, the most stubborn shiny I've hunted this far. That's all fine and dandy. 50 net balls. I mean, I still have 99 other net balls, but if Latios struggles before that, then... I mean, you know the drill, right? Ooh. Okay, you still have some PP left for recover. In the newer gens, you can have a setup with a Leperberry trick user, usually a oh, what's it called again? The coconut palm Pokemon from Gen 1, the psychic grass type one. My brain can only come up with the German name now. Executor, yeah. You can use Executor. It also has a hidden ability where it's called Harvest, where it will automatically get the berry back that it used, or that it used to have. So you can recycle for infinite leper berries and then give it to the other Pokemon again. Yeah, exactly, Executor with Trick and Harvest. Fortunately, it doesn't work like that here. I mean, there's no Harvest in Generation 3, but I thought the Recycle would work, but apparently it doesn't. Now I'm wondering if it would work if my Pokemon would have consumed the Leper Berry, and then I would use a Recycle. That might be worth a try. I can only recommend using a executor with Trick and Harvest in some generations, like Gen 7. Very practical. I've also used it during shiny hunts so that the shiny wouldn't struggle. Still not in the ball. I mean, really. At this point... Fingers crossed. Okay, I'll just say nothing before I throw the ball because he likes to troll me. My Sapphire, I can, if I go to the southern island, then I can hunt my, basically a channel mascot of mine, or the Pokemon that is on my icon. I can hunt shiny Latios, that will be very interesting as well. Also a very tricky battle, just like this one. And I planned on doing it with a luxury ball, but I think I need to... You can't buy luxury balls, I need to clone a lot. Oh, that almost had me fooled for a second. Who's more stubborn, you or I? Right, so I think you used up all of your psychics. Not all of your dragon dances, though. Good thing we have infinite tries. I mean, if this was if this were a random shiny, at one point I wouldn't risk it struggling. That would hurt too much. Then I would chug a Master Ball and call it a day. But I am really stubborn about the fact that I want to have this beauty in a netball. It's going to be very easy for the shiny Lugia hunt, because in my opinion, the shiny Lugia looks best in a Master Ball. And I mean, the Master Ball will catch it immediately. Then I'll have to get Ho-Oh, which would be nice having in a luxury ball, but then again, maybe that will be a bit hard. Just like this one, with a multiplier of only 1. Pretty hard catching a legendary that way. Oh. Don't give my hopes up like that. Wonder if it always will, should I fail this attempt, I wonder if next time it will consume the leper berry, if it will heal Luster Purge or something else. Somewhat disadvantaged that it used the leper berry on Luster Purge that only gives me 5 more turns. Still no. Okay, 30 net balls plus 99, but don't think I'll be able to chuck or throw them all. Will probably more likely struggle before, or I'll catch it. My odds should be 95%, but I'm pretty unlucky now. I mean, that can happen, that's just the way Pokemon works. I have to replenish your PP now. Okay. I could swear it was in my item thing. Apparently not. That's not good. Don't have any leper berries left because this... No. Okay. Then I know what I... No, that's not good. Now I have to chuck balls and hope that it will... I can't switch Rosina out right now because it has you. Oh, okay, you're struggling now. Okay, okay. Yikes, that is actually quite a bit of damage. Alright, so it's struggling again. But this time it has healed its HP at least half. Either it's one of these last balls or I'm going to see you guys tomorrow again. Let's see what will happen. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Let this be the one, please! Oh, it doesn't look good. Double KO! Oh well, that didn't work. But yeah, I mean, it's even though I used the leper berry thing, but I think this might take some tries because I do try to catch it in a net ball. But that doesn't matter. I will try again probably tomorrow. Let's see if that will work. And I thank everyone who attended the stream. And until then, have a good time and see you hopefully next stream. See ya!